Hello, I'm Mrs. J, and welcome to my math class. Today we're going to talk about the histogram. And so if we have this data and we want to put it into a histogram, the first thing you want to do is make sure you find what units you're going to count by. And I put them in order because it's easier to count. So if they are in order, it is easier. But going up the sides is your frequency. My frequency is how many students have each age. Across the bottom then is my age, because that's what my data is, it's age. So there's 2 students that are 17, several of them are 18, 4 are 19, and so on. Now to find, notice I counted by units already. I started with my smallest one and made units. How did I get those values though? How do you decide what to count by? Well, to find your units that you should count by, you go by the range and then about how many bars you would like. Because in your histogram, these are going to come up with bars. So my range, we know, is the largest value minus the smallest value. Or in this case, 28. And then you divide by the number of bars. Sometimes you're given how many bars you need to have, or sometimes you get to choose. Well, I get to choose. So by looking at the range, it's nice to have it a whole number. I'm going to divide by 7. So I'm going to make 7 bars. Now there could be a little bit more, a little bit less. But it's going to be around 7 bars because you don't want 1 or 2 bars in your histogram, or 3. Now, if you would have come up with a decimal, notice this comes out to 4. If you come up with a decimal, you round up. It doesn't matter if it was 4.1, I would round it up to 5. So if there's a decimal, you round up to the nearest whole number. But ours was 4, so I counted by 4s. Started with 17 and then just kept adding 4 until I got past my largest number. I didn't want to stop at 45 though, because when you're making these bars, if there's any 45s, they go into the bar after. So 17 to 21 means starting with 17 and going up to but not including 21. So these ages in this first bar are only 17 to 20. 21 goes in the next one. So 17 to 20 means we're going from here over. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this first bar has to go all the way up to 14. In a histogram, the bars touch each other because they're continuous. Now 21 up to 25 but not including. So we're going from 21 through 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 25 up to 28, which is only 1. And then 29 to 33, again there's a 1. And then there isn't any more except for that 45. The 45 would be in this bar. So 45 to 49, but not including 49. That would be your histogram. The biggest thing on the histogram when you're talking about, for instance, the mode, most often would be this group, but it's not one individual number. It's a group of values. So the mode would be 17 to 21. So it's not an individual value. If we didn't have the data above, we wouldn't know how many 17, 18, 19s, or 20s there were. We just know altogether there's 14 of them. The only things we do know, like 33, we know that there's no 33 because then the bar would have been here. Same thing, 49, we know there's none. But that's about it for the histogram. Thank you.